burned a lot of bridges since I left Colorado 12 years ago. And just sort of started the healing process this spring. And thank you, Dana, for bringing me back to the school that I don't really have words. I do have a little song. Please eat and drink your fill. The table's always full. Here streams of spirit overflow to quench a thirsty soul, to keep the children whole. Safe in our mother's arms, we are safe and secure. We thank her for the boundless heart, her love, it is so pure. Our love, it is the cure.
My name is Keisha Hopkins. I graduated in 2012. And the first time that Dana saved my life was in 2003 when she convinced me to come to this school. And she saved my life every day since then. She has this amazing gift to bring people together. Just looking around at all of these amazing people that are here because of her really shows that gift that she has. She just has this way of saving people, and I don't think anybody else can replicate. When I was held back in the 8th grade, I came to Dana for help and for support, and I asked her how I could possibly take on this huge mountain of stress and paperwork and things that I needed to do to move up. And she told me something that I tell myself often. She told me that the best time to plant a tree is 25 years ago. The second best time is today. And that helped me so much. And since then, she's helped my siblings, both of them. She gave my brother the joy of reading, which, I mean, we never thought that was going to happen. And she saved so many people, and she brought so many people together. And I know that she will live on through all of us, because you can't forget somebody like Dana. You can't.
Hi, I'm Taylor. I'm a senior. I'll graduate in May. Every time I talked to Dana, it didn't matter what it was about. When I told her about the most recent thing that I'd done, she would get so excited and she would clap her hands together and she would tell me that I was the kind of person that made this school what it is, and I was the kind of person that the school needs. And as I've learned over the past couple of months talking about her, she said that to everybody. And I think that that's beautiful. I'm not even offended. I think that that's beautiful, and I think that that's something that we can all carry with us, that we are the reason that this school is what it is, and what it continues to be, and we're the reason that this world is what it is, because we continue to create the world that ought to be. And what I loved about her is that she didn't care where she told me this or when she told me this. The last conversation I had with her was her complimenting me on my work on that puzzle piece that's hanging up on the wall. And she did it while I was peeing. And she was washing her hands in the bathroom. And if that doesn't just exemplify Dana, like, I don't know what does.
There you go, Melanie.
Okay, hello. My name is Alyssa Padilla. I graduated in 2012, even though I should have graduated in 2011. I'm going to talk about Sundance because when I first came here, I started taking Dana's film classes, and the Sundance Film Festival was part of taking that class, and I wanted to go so bad, but I was just not helping myself at all, and she believed in me and just kept me going. And finally one year I went, and when I was there I was like, this is where I want to be, this is my life, like this is what makes me happy. And I found out that you had to be 21 to be a volunteer, so the next year I applied and became a volunteer. And when I was working, I see Dana, and she comes up to me and she's like, you made it. You finally made it. And like that point was just so special to me because she was the main reason why I made it. And I've gone every year since. I'm going this year, and it's going to be really hard to be there without her there, but the last time I saw her was at Sundance, and I got a picture with her, and that was just the best time. Like, it's the best time of my life. That's what I want to do, and I'm going this year, and I'm going to embrace every part of myself within her, being there, continuing that on, because I wouldn't be there without her. And yeah, I love you, Dana.
Hi, my name is Whitney. I guess it's a little hard to hear, but for some people, can you all hear me? Yeah, maybe I'll put it a little louder. I'm going to read a poem that I wrote right after Dana had died. It's funny how death is funny, how your death brought me close like a thunderclap. Rain hitting parched soil brought you close to me. You, a timeless guiding lighthouse, and I here at the northwest of our world, a ship awash in waxen waves of years gone by. I was called in to be counted by the searching yawn of your gazing light, and I see your harbor is full, and you wrought my very bows in your song. My sails carried by your creasing smile, and under my belly, you are the salt water which holds and carries me, and you are every reason for me, and I will always drink the flood of you. On the second night after you died, the wind blew furious, and I didn't worry that you wouldn't always be with me. The lights flickered on and flickered off. In the joints of my fingers I forgot existed, your light exploded blue, crackling in my midnight. And I didn't worry that the air I tasted lit up in my mouth, glowing of you, and pale misty blue. The second night after you died, the wind thrashed through the season of death and dying. Through the thrashing, breaking golden node from branch, in the tumult and gust, your spirit lit and lit and lit aloft in your battered black ballet shoes, catching frequencies and waves, dancing for your own amusement along the gusts.
My name is Sage. I graduated 2 years ago. Dana made me feel loved in a way that is entirely unique and entirely special and will always be special to me. And the last time I saw her, we went to see a biography about Evel Knievel. Which we really enjoyed. And Dana was sitting with a beer, and she was so happy that they served beer at the center. And we just talked about Evel Knievel and his life, and that was, since she died, I have thought about that interaction over and over, and I've tried to mine some meaning from it. And I guess what I've found is that Dana loved everything, and she loved getting beer at a film center, and she loved seeing a movie about Evel Knievel. And now, when I watch movies and when I read books, I feel Dana with me, and I think about what she'd say, and I still feel loved even after all this time.
My name is Cal. I discovered a series of emails from 3 years ago, almost to the day, and it was when I was trying to get some scholarship letters of recommendation. I called on Dana for generosity, and went ahead and opened the document that she forwarded, and really just marveled at her masterful language, her perceptive abilities to see right through to the core of you and see the good and not overlook the bad, but instead celebrate who you were and the realities of this complicated world that we all are a part of. And she was an ambassador for this incredibly beautiful program that many of us have come through and seen the light within. And I don't know, looking around and seeing 40 graduating classes of people all in one room is pretty astounding, I would have to say. Her capacity to bring people together and to celebrate the individual with so much, with such genuine nature. It's really profound, and I encourage all of us to remember the instruction that she's laid out for us and be a little more like Dana at every point.